Okay, students, we're coming back to do the real life examples in section 9.6. And example 5 has us doing a chemistry example. That was never my strong suit, chemistry. But, we're going to read this, and, the general gist of this is we're solving a rational equation. All right, so chemistry says we have 0.2 liters of acid. An acid solution whose acid concentration is 16 moles per liter. Okay, you want to dilute the solution with water so that its acid concentration is only 12 moles per liter. How much water should you add to the solution? And here's the formula that they're giving us. They're saying concentration in the new solution, it's going to be moles of acid in the original solution, and we're going to be dividing it by the volume of the original solution plus the volume of the water added. All right, so they told us that the concentration of the new solution was going to be 12 moles, right? So that's what we're going to put in here. So 12 equals, and then the moles of acid, the original. So they told us what? They said that we've got 16 moles, right, for 0.2 liters. So we're going to multiply that, okay? And then the volume of the original, right, is still, so the volume of the original solution is 0.2, okay? And then we're going to add some amount of water, X, to this. And we want it to, so that once we put this X in here, we want this whole equation to come out to equal 12. And so now we're just going to, crunch the numbers and do the math. And this is an example of one where we're going to use cross multiplication. Right, so we're going to multiply here. And really, cross multiplication, what is that? Well, that's just really multiplying by the denominators on both sides, right, to clear the denominators out. That's really what that is. It's just kind of doing it in one step as opposed to two steps. All right, so we're going to have 12 times 0.2 plus x, and that's going to equal 1 times all this, 16 times 0.2. All right, so what does that become? Well, that becomes 12 times 0.2 is going to be 2.4, and then 12 times x is going to be 12x, and that's going to equal 16 times 0.02, which is going to be 3.2. And now we're just going to subtract 2.4 from both sides. All right, and we're going to end up with 12x equals 0.8, and then we're going to divide by 12 on both sides, and we're going to end up with x is going to equal 0.067. Okay, so even if you don't, chemistry is not your thing, like it isn't for me. This is really literally just plugging in the values that they're giving you and solving a rational expression. That's all this is about. All right, let's do the last example. And actually, what we're going to be doing is you're going to be putting this in your calculator. So let's read this. This is going to be example 6. All right, and so on example 6, it says, from 1980 through 1997, the total prize money, P, in millions of dollars, okay, P, that's in millions, okay, so if this ends up being equal to 3, that's 3 million, okay, P in millions of dollars equals 380, I don't know how they came up with this formula, but T plus 5, what they did, all over negative T squared plus 31T plus 1. Okay, so this represents the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association events. And this is the model of like what the prize money was equal to. Or T represents the number of years since 1980, during which year was the total prize money. It said during which year was the total prize money about $20 million. All right, well, they're going to show you one way to do this, and they're going to be doing it by graphing. So in your calculator, you're going to put y equals, and y sub 1, you're going to put this first equation. And just remember, you're going to have to use parentheses. So it's going to be 380x plus 5 divided by negative x squared plus 31x plus 1. Okay, so you're putting that in y sub 1. And then in y sub 2, you're going to be putting in, they wanted to know when this is going to equal 20 million. So you're going to put this here, and you're going to find the intersection of these two graphs. And just to make your life easier, I'm going to give you the window that you can put this in. X men 0, okay, because we're not going to do negative time. X max, you're saying 20, it will make it 20 years. X scale, you can make that 2. And then Y min, we're starting at 0. We don't have negative prize money. Y max, okay, so remember this is going to be millions, so we're going up to 50. So that's quite a lot of money you can make there being in a rodeo, apparently. Who knew? Okay, and then 5. Okay, is your scale. So graph these two equations, and then and then you're going to do second calc intersect. And if you want to press pause right here and do that, and figure out what it is, why don't you do that now? And okay, if you're coming back, I'm assuming you have pressed pause and you graph these things in your calculator and figure it out. You're gonna, your calculator is gonna look kind of like you have some sort of thing that looks kind of like that. Well, it's more curvy, maybe more like that. And then you're going to have a line that's going across like that, and you're going to find out the intersection right here. If it worked out appropriately, you're going to find out that x, or time, right, is equal to, whoops, now my pen is going crazy. Don't know why. I'm hoping it's kind of, here we go. Well, okay, x equals 12 something. Okay, 12.06. So that's going to be years. Okay, and my pen's not working right. Okay, and so that's going to be 12 years, and that's going to be 12 years from 1980, right? So, and then of course y will equal 20, right? Because that's kind of what we set up here. So y is 20. So 12 years into this, the prize money is going to be $12 million. I wonder what it is nowadays. That'll be interesting. So that means then in 1992, it'll be 12 years after 1980, then the prize money will equal $20 million. Okay, now the other way to solve this, if you wanted to do it algebraically, is you'd put 20 right here and cross multiply these guys, and and solve for x that way. So, but anyway, this example wanted you to show you how you could do it on your calculator. All right, that is it for section 9.6.